Hey folks, it's a little early, but I can see Scruffy's feet on the deck there. So he's waiting for me. So I'm gonna go out and feed him now. Hey Scruffy, how you doing? Already backed away from the door, huh? Okay, I guess that means you're ready for food. So I have your hearty cuts with real chicken and beef. And I don't think I divvied up the can quite evenly, because I think you got more tonight. So I guess we'll have a nice meal tonight. I also put a little extra kibble, because I thought this is actually the end of the can, so I thought there'd be less, but I think there's more. So you're actually going to get a little more food tonight. Okay, so I'm going to bring out the food. Oh, you're rushing the door. Okay, well, my stomach's still a little queasy, so I don't know if I want to spend a lot of time with you in the house. So, I'd like to get dinner going. Okay, I'm going to inch towards the door here. Okay, there you go. So I'm going to put the food on the table. So I thought you were going to hiss at me. So I got some stories from last night about hissing, which I'll tell momentarily. Close the door. Okay, so I'm going to change your water. I'm on my other side now, so I'll switch hands. You got some debris in your water. Okay, so let's get your new water in. And I gotta stand up, sit in the chair, and grab the glove. You're not moving. I gotta sit in the chair. Okay. Sitting in the chair. And getting the glove on. Okay. And yeah, your back looks kind of messy. I think you still have fleas. So, where should I start? So I guess let's talk about last night. So last night, if you recall, I needed to water the garden. So I needed to end dinner early. Actually, I got dinner started early so I could end it early so I could go water the garden before it gets too dark. So I basically put Scruffy's bowl away and then came back out here and started to water the garden. Scruffy was still kind of hanging out here, but he kept his distance. But as I was out in the garden watering, he ended up sitting back here on the mat, facing the screen door the entire time. Occasionally he'd look back towards me at the garden, but most of the time he was staring into the house, just sitting on the mat, almost like he was waiting for me to come through the door, even though I'm out in the garden. So I don't know if he thinks I'm somebody else when I'm watering the garden. and he's hoping maybe because the screen door's open I'm gonna come out and feed him or something. But yeah, it took me almost an hour to water. I ended up watering more than I originally planned. I was thinking I was only going to do a third. Yeah, he was sticking out his paw there for a second. I almost thought he was going to strike, but he was going too slow, so it looked like he was actually just going to hold up his paw or something. But yeah, it was another bite. So anyway, he pretty much stayed here the entire time while I was watering. So I did 2/3 of the garden instead of 1/3. And I'm going to do the remaining third maybe in a week, because I actually just did that last third about a week ago. So if I water every 2 weeks, then yeah, it kind of works out. So our water rationing actually allows me to water twice a week, so I'm well within my limits, since I'm doing every 2 weeks instead of twice a week. So it's like a fourth, I think, of what I'm allowed. Though actually, yeah, I'm worried about one of the Japanese maples, the one I keep showing every now and then. It's turning more brown. A bunch of the leaves are all shriveled up now. There's still some living leaves on it, and some of the leaves haven't changed color yet, or they're still kind of greenish, not completely brown. And then there's some orange leaves. But yeah, it's getting worse. So that tree I might just have to water independently. So maybe I'll just water that every week or something, or maybe even twice a week. I don't know. Though I've been giving it a lot of Scruffy's extra water, so I know it's not that much water, but hoping it might help it along, because I don't, in general, it hasn't needed that much water in the past, but I think it's just severely weakened from the drought, so I need to water it more. But yeah, I'm worried it's going to die, because I think I've already lost two trees, and that will be the third. And that one actually probably has the most sentimental value. So there's a whole story about my dad and a close friend of the family, how they transplanted it from their garden over to here. So I didn't think our friend didn't think the tree would survive the transplant, but was perfectly willing to give it a try. And so yeah, I guess it was kind of a big tree even at the time. And so I guess they had a whole story about how they had to transport it here and replant it, and it survived. And then a kind of a memorial service from my dad. Not really a formal memorial service. My dad didn't want anything, but the friends and family wanted to do kind of a informal get together. So I arranged something, and so I asked him to speak. And so one of the things he talked about was the tree. So yeah, it kind of sucks now that tree's dying. So anyway, getting back to Scruffy here. So after I was done watering, I came back and I was cleaning up, and came back here, and I slowly approached Scruffy, and I talked to him, because I know cat vision isn't the best, so I hear they use voice recognition pretty well. They can identify voices and scents. So I figured, he could probably figure out who I am. And I slowly approached him, because I wanted to get back through the door so I'd go in. But I thought, maybe I'll give him a treat, since I keep the bag of treats out here. So there's still a couple left. So I said, okay, well, let me grab 2 treats from the bag. There's actually more than a couple, but yeah, the bag's starting to get empty. I need to go back to Dollar Tree and get more. Still haven't done that. Still haven't ordered more cat food either, but yeah, talk about that later. But anyway, as I slowly approach him, and I'm not that close, I'm probably somewhere between the orange chair and the stool there. So, and he's sitting here on the gray mat, and he starts hissing at me. So he doesn't back away, he's holding his ground, and he's hissing at me. Not that I was getting any closer, I wasn't trying to scare him. And so every time I got a little bit closer so I could, feed him the treat, he hissed. So we did this a couple times, and then I finally just put the treats on the ground. And then eventually he got up, started looking for the treats. Had a hard time finding them. And then he found one, ate it, and then kind of backed off. Couldn't find the other one, and so I picked up the other one. It fell in between, or it was kind of sitting in between the cracks of the deck, and I didn't want it to fall through the deck, so I picked it up and put it on a gray mat so it wouldn't fall through. And then I went inside, and then eventually he got back up and was sniffing around for the treat, and he couldn't find it for a while, but then eventually he found it. So that was the night. Okay, Scruffy, I'm gonna eat your food. So yeah, I got some extra, I think, tonight. So I don't know, maybe he was hungry because I didn't properly measure the food. Maybe he got less last night and was hungry, so that's why he was sticking around. So if that's the case, since he has more tonight, he's probably going to take off. Yeah, his fur's all kind of messed up, probably from grooming and the fleas. Yeah, brush isn't going through. Okay, it's a little better. You can see a discoloration there from the grooming. Okay, I think I'm done. So I think Scruffy actually remained at the door for a while after I went in. But yeah, then he left. So I don't know. So maybe he was hungry. But yeah, he acted weird since he was hissing at me. So I'm gonna. So today was hot again. It's worse than yesterday. So we got no clouds today, unlike yesterday. So I think that definitely impacted the heat and made it hotter. And yeah, check the forecast, and I think tomorrow is going to be like today. And then there's a chance there might be a very slight decrease in temperature, but not that significant. So I decided to stay in today. Just kind of do a rest or recovery day. So I've done 2 runs and 2 bike rides since my last off day. So yeah, due for recovery day. So, and yeah, my legs were kind of sore this morning, and actually my stomach was kind of queasy this morning too. So I wasn't feeling all that great. Though by the afternoon I was feeling better. But actually, yeah, just before dinner my stomach was starting to feel queasy again, but think I got a cramp right now too. But I think, yeah, it's just slow recovery. I don't think I'm like food poisoned again. So we did some pull-ups on the deck today. Didn't see Scruffy though, so I'm not sure where he was off to or hiding. He's been hanging out in the front a lot recently, so yeah, he could have left the yard for all I know. So yeah, I still have a backlog of things to do. Still haven't ordered the cat food. I just received a promo coupon for, I think, Chewy. I think $15 off an order. I forgot the minimum is. It's probably like high. But yeah, I'm gonna have to see if they sell reasonably priced flea pills that I can apply the coupon to. Though I think last time I got a coupon, I think, yeah, flea pills were not allowed as a part of the discount. So let's see, I need cat food. And there's some like general grocery things I need to get. So I'm out of sriracha sauce. I'm surprised how hard it's been to get sriracha sauce. I wonder if they have some sort of shortage or something of some ingredients. And then the places I do find sriracha sauce, they're like overcharging, in my opinion. It's more expensive than it should be. And I was thinking I want to get more shirataki noodles. And let's see, I think I was talking about flashlights a couple weeks ago. Yeah, a bunch of my flashlights are like defective, so I think I need to get some new ones. And then you need a hose nozzle. Yeah, so again, yeah, since I've been putting that off, yeah, I got soaked last night. So I was using that defective nozzle that leaks everywhere and sprays water in the wrong direction. Drips it all over me. Let's see. Still need to get a coiled extension cord for my headphones. So I talked about that a few weeks ago. So I ordered a 2-pack from Amazon, and one of the 2 in the pack was defective. So I ended up returning the thing. But yeah, I still haven't ordered a new one. So I don't think I want to get the same exact one. So I need to do some research on Amazon so I find another one. Just they're kind of a commodity, but every one I've gotten so far is a little different. Like this one was a 2-pack, and I guess one way I thought the way they made it a 2-pack basically to try to compensate for the cost of shipping. But I think, yeah, this one in particular, they used very thin wires, and so I'm a little worried about having wires that thin because they're more likely to break, in my opinion. Don't know if that's actually true, but because yeah, last time I actually got a pretty thick wire, and that one still broke. I did see one while I was shopping last time, and it actually was pretty fancy. It had like a spring on top of the wire. So it looked like it was designed that the external spring on the outside of the wire was, I guess, to try to, I am assuming, relieve stress from it being bent. So the idea is, I guess, we try to keep the cord straight and try to relieve some stress if it gets pulled in a direction. It's kind of expensive. It was like the same cost as the 2-for-1, but since you're losing so much money in just shipping costs, I was actually thinking maybe that one might be one worth trying, since I haven't had any luck with any other ones so far. Let's see, what else do I need? I need to probably write down all these things. I can't remember all the stuff. Oh, I saw Costco they had a sale on the chest freezers. So they had a smaller chest freezer again. And I think the sale goes for it's less than a week. So I got to make a decision, but it's still more expensive than I want to pay, but I think it was like $170. I know that at the low point it was like $130, but that was before the pandemic. And then after the pandemic, it was like $300. So seeing one for $170 is probably as good as it's going to get, because I don't think these things are going to come down again. The whole transitory inflation is kind of a play in words. So yeah, even if I assume they're correct about it being transitory, all that means they're playing games. They're talking about the rate of increase of the cost of goods. So we're not going to see the rate keep spiking like it's been, but all of that. But that doesn't mean the prices are actually going to drop back to what they were before the pandemic. So we're going to be stuck with higher prices. So I'm really tempted to buy a freezer just because it's been so inconvenient not having one, but since moving's still on the table, I really just don't want to buy anything, but I'm really tempted. So I'm going to be mulling it over for the next few days. Generally, I probably won't end up doing it because it takes so long in my thought process. By the time I get around to it, the sale's going to be over. So yeah, Scruffy took a little longer to eat tonight. I think it's probably because there was more food. So let's see if he takes off. Huh, he didn't take off. So I thought with more food, he would just bolt off. So I'm starting to sweat. It's still hot. But I'll give him a few more minutes here and see if he wants second pets. But yeah, I want to go in and eat and cool down. Not that it's much cooler in the house. I don't actually think it is cooler, but I can take off the heavy clothes that I'm wearing right now. Actually, the reason I'm looking at chest freezers is because they're cheaper than the upright ones. If I knew I was going to stay permanently, I would actually get it. I'd get another upright one, but the chest freezers, yeah, they're a lot cheaper and more energy efficient because they got one, they got a lot more insulation, and then two, I think the way heat rises. So basically, like when you open the door, if it have to ride all down. Cold gets out, or the heat flows in. Or if you have a chest style, yeah, basically it stays cold for the most part. I actually need to check my utility bill to see if I can perceive energy savings from the fact that I haven't been running a freezer. So it's been a couple months now, I think, at least. Maybe longer. So there should be enough history now that I might be able to see if there's a noticeable difference or not. When I first looked at it, I didn't actually see much of a difference. I saw a tiny difference, but I was actually really disappointed there wasn't more of a difference. Yeah, he's taking off. No, he's coming back. So what you up to, Scruffy? You ate the food. Let's move the ball. I don't know if there's more food under the ball. Oh, coming up to the glove. Okay, you want more pets? Okay. I'll pet you a little more tonight, but I need to go in soon. Oops. What's wrong? So he just ran away and meowed. So he saw the glove and then he turned around. Okay, now he's kind of approaching the glove, but he's also backing off from it. I don't know, maybe he's like ultra sensitive now. Doesn't want his head pat. Just his back here. So I don't know what you want, Scruffy. Is this what you want? So he seems content. Yeah, he's kind of edging toward, or inching towards the glove with his head, but then he backs off. So I don't know what that means and why he does that. He usually doesn't like me doing the back for too long. Usually I'll do the back and then he goes back up for the chin rubs. And then he used to hiss at me when I did the back too often. I think somebody was telling me avoid the tail because I might have been lingering on the tail for too long, and so that's why he was hissing and maybe scratching. So I've been trying to avoid that. Okay, so now he's doing a couple chin rubs. His fur looks a lot better after brushing. Okay. So yeah, he's still kind of avoiding the head. So he kind of moves his head towards it, and then he suddenly ducks away, takes it back. So I'm still doing his back here. His tail just shot up. Yeah, so he's like avoiding the... Okay, there he actually did a chin rub. Okay, there he did another chin rub. So you have to make up your mind and do it soon, because I do want to go in. Oh, yeah, I've been out here for a half hour now. And I can feel the sweat dripping off my face. So I think I'm supposed to run next. So, you know, with the heat, I'm thinking I'm going to have to do it in the morning tomorrow, I think. I don't know. I don't know if I'm going to be up to it in the morning or not. Let's play it by ear. Oh, I need to buy more sunscreen. That's another thing I gotta put on my list. So I'm gonna buy the lotion only type because I guess, yeah, benzene has been discovered in a lot of sunscreens recently, and there have been recalls, and they're actually in all sorts of different brands, companies, and types, but yeah, the majority seem to be spray on sunscreens. However, yeah, benzene has been found in some lotion ones as well. And then I think I need to just go back to the standard SPF 50 and don't even bother with the ultra high, like 70s or whatever. So, yeah, I don't think they actually, the higher ones are doing any good. So Scruffy's trying to get more into the rubs. He's seems to want it a little more on the face, and yeah, he's pushing a little harder into it. And I thought he was going to walk away because he was done. I think that was wishful thinking on my part. Let's see, I think I'm about done. I'm going to have to go. Yeah. Not sure how to politely leave Scruffy for the evening. Oh, he's biting. Not sure what the etiquette is. Say that's it for tonight to a cat. It was a lot easier when Scruffy just, bolted, walked away, said, "I'm done. I'm out of here." So now I'm the one who has to bolt. I'm shifting to my seat. I'm starting to get uncomfortable sitting here. Yeah, of course he's getting more into the pets now. So I guess the moment he scratches me, it's over. Another bite. Is he looking at the bowl? I actually do see like a piece of kibble or something under the ball. I wonder if I should move it for him. Let him eat the last thing before I go in. Yeah, I think I'll do that. Okay, Scruffy, I'm gonna go in. So I think that's it for tonight. I think I'll move the ball for you. So I'll put the glove down. Okay. So I'm gonna go in, but with the there are 3 small pieces on the plate. I wonder if I'll find him. His eyesight doesn't seem to be very good at small, close objects. So I think I was reading or hearing that cats don't have very good close vision. And oh yeah, I saw another video it was all about male cats specifically. And so yeah, people have been wondering, is Scruffy really a boy or is Scruffy a girl? I don't know. I originally just said he out of convenience, and also when I first saw Scruffy out in the yard, he was staring back at me through the window, and he seemed to be kind of territorial and didn't seem to be afraid of me. So I just kind of said he, assumed he was a male, and I assumed I had a 50-50 chance of being right or wrong. Now I've learned more about how skittish and cowardly Scruffy is, and I've learned about calico cats. I don't know if Scruffy qualifies as a calico because even though he has 3 colors, he doesn't really have a lot of patterning. But I just haven't wanted to switch the genders until I have or the pronouns until I have a confirmation, because I don't want to have to keep switching back and forth, and I'm lazy. But anyway, this video about male cats, I guess I think 70% of them are left-handed, and I checked last night's video, and he was moving the ball around with his left hand or left paw. So, and then I guess conversely, females are dominantly right-handed. So I have no idea. But yeah, if I had to guess now, I think Scruffy's a girl because of the coloring and also the size. Scruffy is kind of a smaller cat than the other cats around here. So I think the females are generally smaller. But I'm not going to change the pronoun until I get like an actual confirmation. But yeah, whatever. So anyway, I'm going to wrap it up here, folks. So thanks for watching, and I'll see you next time. Bye.